What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at a budget-friendly entry into the AM5 platform, the ASUS PRIME A620M-K motherboard. Now, I already know what many of you are going to say in the comments. You'll say this motherboard sucks, it's too basic and it's not worth it for next-gen AMD CPUs. But look, if you are on a tight budget and just want a reliable entry point into the AM5 ecosystem without breaking the bank, this thing absolutely gets the job done. Stick around until the end because we will be doing a full walkthrough of the BIOS. Let's start with unboxing. Check the physical build quality and see what kind of features you're actually getting for your money right out of the box. The first thing you notice is the form factor. This is a standard Micro-ATX size, meaning it's going to fit perfectly into almost any budget or compact case you throw it in. Flipping it over to the back, it's a pretty clean layout. You can see the standard AM5 backplate pre-installed and the soldering looks solid for a budget board. Now let's look at what else you actually get inside the box. ASUS keeps it pretty minimal. Here you get two standard SATA cables, the classic silver I/O shield, and the user manual. Interestingly, the manual included in this one is entirely in Chinese. Now let's talk expansion. For your GPU, you're getting a single PCIe 4.0 Big 16 slot running at full X16 mode, so it'll easily handle any modern card you throw at it. Right above that sits a Gen 4 M.2 slot ready to feed your NVMe SSD maximum speeds. When it comes to memory, this board supports up to a massive 96 GB of DDR5 RAM, and it can handle overclock speeds reaching all the way up to 6400 MHz. Looking at the rear I/O, you get 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports. Just keep in mind, there is absolutely no Type-C port or DisplayPort on this board, so you'll be relying on HDMI or VGA. This board features a 6+1+1. This means it's strictly designed to run entry-level or mid-range 65W to 125W TDP processors at stock settings. Don't expect to throw a power-hungry Ryzen 9 in here. Now for the CPU, we are dropping in the Ryzen 5 8600G. Do not pop off that plastic socket cover first. Leave it exactly where it is. Align the golden triangle on your CPU with the mark on the socket. Drop the processor gently into place and push down the retention arm. The socket cover will automatically pop right off on its own. Apply the thermal interface material to the CPU before installing any cooling system. And lastly, we will install our memory module. Booting into the motherboard gives us the standard ASUS UEFI BIOS utility, starting right here in easy mode. Everything you need to check at a single glance is laid out perfectly. You can monitor your real-time CPU core voltage and temperatures right in the center. Adjust your fan profiles using Q-fan control at the bottom, or quickly drag and drop your storage drives to change the boot priority on the right. If you want to dive deeper into overclocking or advanced tuning, all it takes is a quick press of F7 to switch right over to advanced mode. The AI Tweaker tab gives you total control over your hardware. You can jump into the AI Overclock Tuner to load your RAM's Expo or DOCP profiles. Use Precision Boost Overdrive to squeeze extra performance out of the CPU. Straight to the point layout that lets you optimize your entire system in just a few clicks, which we will cover in another video. Next up, the Advanced tab is pretty straightforward. This is where you can go to increase your shared graphics memory for the APU and tweak your onboard devices. As for the Monitor and Boot tabs, they are completely self-explanatory for tracking temps and changing your drive order. Moving over to the Tool tab, you'll find the ASUS EasyFlash 3 utility for updating your BIOS. But we are going to cover that in full detail in a completely separate video. With that, we're going to wrap up this video right here. Hopefully, this quick deep dive helped you out. If it did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more technical guides. I'll see you guys in the next one.